Today, the 13th of May, marks the day that motherhood and being a mother is celebrated across the globe. But sadly, there are some working mums out there who are consumed with guilt and other self-inflicted conditions brought by not spending a lot of time with their kids due to focusing on their career growth and, of course, self-development. Now, the founder of parenting portal BabyYumYum and Chief Mum Amanda Rogaly joins me now in studio to help us unpack this issue. A very good morning to you, Amanda, and happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to all your viewers as well.
Indeed. Now, talk to us about BabyYumYum. Why was it necessary for you to create this platform?
I found as a working mother when I had my first child that there was so much information out there on the web that you weren't quite sure what was credible, what wasn't, what information you could trust. Okay. So I found I needed to create a resource to actually empower mothers and empower parents with factual, correct information.
Right. So why do working mothers feel guilty for not spending enough time with their kids?
Gosh, and I don't just think it's working mothers. I think as soon as you fall pregnant, you know you're going to suffer with guilt for the rest of your life. I think that in today's society, we are so busy trying to fit into what society says we should be doing, and we are so concerned with what people say we should say and do and how we should respond to our children that we take on this guilt ourselves. And I always say to mothers, and I step back and I say, I think that you need to step away from what people say and trust yourself. And as women, we've lost touch of our initial gut instinct of being able to trust ourselves because we're so busy listening to everybody else.
Absolutely.
So it's important to go back to our roots and trust what we're actually saying and trust what we're feeling. I think that's the most important thing.
Okay.
And at the same time, learn to say no, learn to step away and learn to look after yourself first before you look after everyone else. You know, they say on an aeroplane that if anything happens, the oxygen mask comes down and you look after yourself first before everyone else around you.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree, you need to look after your family, but you cannot look after your family if you cannot look after yourself. So you need to be, we call it an empowered mommy. Be an empowered mommy, look after yourself, and you'll be able to look after everyone else.
Looking after yourself, Amanda, before everyone else. I mean,
yes.
Those who are working today, like we've got plenty of working mums here in studio who are supposed to be celebrating this day with their kids, but they are not. How do they work in a guilt-free space?
It's a very fine line, but I think the most important thing is to lay down your boundaries amongst everyone around you, your peers, your family, so that everyone knows that when it's family time, it's family time. So when I'm with my family, it's completely, I'm undistracted, I'm giving them my full attention. And when I come to work, those are the boundaries. I'm at work, my kids know, my family know that is work, but they know from that boundary that when I get home to them, they are my everything. They will have all of my time then. So you need to try and get that fine balance. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to know, how then do you juggle both, being a mother and career development?
You need to have support around you. You
Sure.
need to use your support framework around you, whether it's your peers in the office, whether it's your family. You need to use that support group, whatever it is. Everyone wants to think that they're a super mum, but at the end of the day, you're only as good as those around you, and you need to make use of all of those people around you.
And you do have principles that help certain mothers cope with being a mother and, of course, with their career growth and development. What are these principles?
I would say definitely the first one is, as I mentioned before, look after yourself. That's the most important thing. And I think you need to plan and get your life very, very organized. You need to be an organized mother and do the best that you think that you're doing. Again, it goes back to the principle of don't believe everything else that everyone around you says. Do the best that you're doing.
And how do mothers celebrated today? How should they be celebrated?
Well, someone said to me, am I getting breakfast in bed? And I said, well, if you can call that breakfast in bed from a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, but we'll say it's breakfast in bed. I think the most important thing is just being there and loving your kids and just allowing them to love you and take you all in, because these moments go so quickly, as every mother knows. And as I keep on saying, I can't wait to see what's coming next with my kids, but at the same time, I just want to freeze them because time goes so quickly.
Amanda, I can actually feel the love. Your kids are so lucky to call you mum.
I'm so lucky to have them.
Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
All right, Amanda Rogaly is a chief mum and a founder of BabyYumYum, a parenting portal she created to make a difference to mums out there, particularly working mums. Well, she was speaking to us about how working mothers can be celebrated today. Well, this is Morning Live. Let's go to